A very good and happy Wednesday morning to everyone out there across the Wobbles community and beyond. Landon here with you, per usual, to bring you your weather and eye forecast courtesy of On Target. Going to be another scorcher out there, folks, unfortunately. We're going to be looking at a similar pattern rolling throughout today on into tomorrow as well. But we do have relief on the horizon, folks, so keep your fingers crossed. We'll bring you all that good news here very shortly. Sexton Bin Builder Skycam down in Gold City kicking us off, looking over the beautiful farmland of southern Kentucky down in Gold City early this morning. Got a little bit more fog dealing with over in the Russellville vicinity, upwards into Morgantown and Butler County as well. That's where we had those sporadic air mass thunderstorms that popped up yesterday afternoon. So we do have some dense fog out there. Be aware of that with low visibility for those of you heading out in those directions on your morning commute. All right, let's jump over here and let's break it down for you. We are looking at temperatures and readings located right around the low and mid 70s region wide. What this is going to be pulling up here is we are going to be seeing a great increase in these yet again. We're going to be catapulting those highs up to right around the mid 90s once again this afternoon. Dew points are going to scamper up to right around the mid and upper 70s at times. Triple digit heat indices will again be all but a guarantee, all right? So if we can jump over here and we can take a gander at what's going to be unfolding next for us, we have got this upper level pattern that's continuing to dominate and have complete control with this heat dome located over the eastern tier of the U.S. Now, folks, we do have some improvement on the horizon with this. This trough is going to do its best to truck eastward. It's not going to quite completely knock out the ridge, but it's going to cause this ridge to break down and retreat to an extent, resulting in more of this east to west flow. This is going to allow for some waves of energy to cross through here, and that's going to be bringing us an uptick in rain chances as we finish out the work week and we roll on into the weekend. Now, obviously, with more clouds and more rain chances, temperatures are going to come down just a bit, but the major relief isn't going to arrive until the early days of next week. We'll get more into that here in just a moment. With the heat dome remaining in check today into tomorrow, heat indices are once again going to hit or exceed the triple digits. We're going to be right around the 100 to 105 degree range, could be creeping up towards 110 degrees in some locations. We saw that take place yesterday. And then we progress on into our Thursday, and it's going to be the same song and dance. Triple digit heat indices during the afternoon, hot and muggy, will remain the name of the weather game. Coming along with that as well are these sporadic little pop-up storms that will impact the region as we work into the peak heating of this afternoon. Again, folks, it's kind of a who's who on who's going to win out and get hit by these sporadic downpours. One blew up right over top of Morgantown and impacted Russellville there yesterday. It stayed across the western tier of the region. We'll see if we can't get lucky and get some more of that with a little bit of heat relief coming along with the clouds and the outflow from those storms that do develop. We get into the overnight, that activity settles down with the loss of daytime heating. Then we get back into the diurnal heating of the day on Thursday, and you can see again more sporadic, robust cells blossoming. Could carry gusty winds, torrential rain for a short period of time, along with lightning. Again, folks, this is exactly what we've been seeing here over the past several days. Now, folks, after we get past Thursday, the upper ridge is going to break down to an extent, and you can see here Friday into Saturday, I want you to look right here across the lower Ohio and Tennessee valleys for more activity to develop. With the upper ridge breaking down, here we are working into Friday afternoon. Look at all this scattered activity that'll be meandering across the great Commonwealth of Kentucky. So the showers and storms will be more numerous, more scattered in nature though, so it's not going to be a complete washout, but we will have more cloud cover and rain chances to deal with. Here we are working into Saturday. We get a complex of storms trying to work in here out of the north and west, leaving an outflow boundary that will result in more sporadic scattered storm development throughout the first day of the weekend. Then we roll into our Sunday, folks, and you can see here, again, it is a carbon copy forecast. More active pattern taking hold. We roll into Monday into Tuesday of next week, and here comes that sweet relief, folks. We got low pressure deepening up here in Canada, an associated cold front that dips all the way back through the heart of the Central Plains. And folks, keep your fingers crossed that the model trends continue to pull this cold front down south and east of the region by the time we work into Tuesday afternoon and evening. That is going to be bringing sweet relief with a light northwest wind that will result in high temperatures down into the 80s, which we will take all we can get with the mid and at times the upper 90s that we have been experiencing here over the past several days. Cooler temperatures, lower humidity as we roll in here into the first week of July. That'll be welcomed by open arms, I think, by everyone in and around our vicinity and community. Okay, so here we are looking at the full breakdown, and we're bringing this back with our heat advisory. We've been extending it by 24 hours each day. The National Weather Service did it again. We have the heat advisory in place all the way through this evening. Would not be surprised at all to see this extended again another 24 hours through Thursday evening with what the models are currently portraying. We are keeping our eyes out there for the sporadic storm development both today and tomorrow, but more importantly, as we work into our Friday, we've got a marginal risk for severe weather budding right up near the eastern border near Barron and Allen counties. So if those storms are kind of meandering back and retrograding, we'll watch to see if we can get a few strong cells up here in the Friday time frame. Here's a change of pace, going from absolutely nothing at all on the rainfall forecast to anywhere between a ½ inch to an inch and a half over the course of the next week. The bulk of this will be falling beginning on Friday and taking us through Tuesday of next week with those multiple rounds of showers and storms working in here with the ridge breaking down. We're going to keep our fingers crossed, folks. Hopefully this comes to fruition. Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast. Pop-up storms during each afternoon today into tomorrow. Oppressive heat and humidity continue. Mid and upper 90s for highs. Triple-digit heat indices all but a guarantee. And then more likely scattered storm development. Friday into Saturday and Sunday will bring temperatures down a few degrees. The humidity is still going to be out there, folks, so we're still going to have that rainforest-like feel. Then we roll into the early days of next week. We'll still be around the 93-degree mark on Monday, but rolling into Tuesday, we could very well see those highs come back down into the 80s. It's going to wrap up your Wednesday morning hump day edition of your Weather or Not forecast, presented by none other than On Target. You